Hi everyone, we are from Group 7. Today we are going to present about the factor influencing the intention to use e-wallet payments among Millennials and Generation Z, a case study of Touch and Go in Malaysia. So let's start today's presentation with an abstract. Touch and Go have created a convenient payment experience for Malaysians. In this study, we investigate the factors influencing the Millennials and Generation Z's intention to use e-wallets. We focus on 4 key variables, which is perceived security, perceived usefulness, consumers' attitude, and social influence. For study purpose, we collected 150 respondents' data. The finding indicated that although usefulness serves as a key factor, peer recommendations are also quite vital when making decisions. The study provides insight for e-wallet providers and legislators and meant to increase the adoption rate of digital payment system in Malaysia. Let's move on to the introduction. First of all, what is e-wallet? E-wallets were born in the field of financial technology, fintech, which means using digital technology to enable users to conveniently make payments, transfer money, and manage funds, allowing them to complete transactions without carrying cash or bank cards. 63% of Malaysians have started to use e-wallets for making payments and transactions compared to cash payments. So why we choose Touch and Go for study? Touch and Go e-wallets remain the most commonly used cashless payment brand. In 2023, the Touch and Go e-wallet maintained a leading usage rate in Malaysia for 4 consecutive quarters, with rate of 54%, 90%, 78%, and 93%. Significantly surpassing the competitors such as Boost, Alipay, WeChat Pay, and GrabPay. The main user group are Generation Z, aged between 12 and 28, and Millennials, aged between 29 and 43. The instant transfer services provided by e-wallets align with the efficient lifestyle pursued by these 2 generations. Existing e-wallets on the market recommend discounts or rewards based on consumption habits to attract more users, which quite satisfy their preference for personalized shopping experiences. More importantly, they are the main force in the area of online shopping. So for the problem statement, the government is actively promoting Malaysia towards a cashless economy. The challenges faced by government is the security issue with e-wallets, such as in 2022, 20,000 ringgit stolen from Touch and Go e-wallet users via auto readers, and in 2024, the Touch and Go user lost money due to linked bank accounts with Touch and Go e-wallet. Besides that, the government also facing the tax evasion and shadow economy issues. In 2023, government lost 6.34 billion ringgit due to under-report taxable income, and also in 2024, 7 billion ringgit estimate losses from illegal businesses and cash transactions.
Now I will talk about literature review. The first independent variable is perceived security. Users' assurance that e-wallets protect personal data from unauthorized access, fraud, and misuse. Authentication, transaction security, privacy, and malware prevention influence e-wallets' usage intentions. Next is perceived usefulness. The belief using e-wallets benefits users by improving efficiency and performance, strongly influence behavioral intentions to adopt technology including e-wallets as it saves time and simplifies life. Third independent variable is consumer attitudes. Overall evaluations to use e-wallets influenced by factors like past experience, ease of use, and perceived benefits. User-friendly interface and tailored rewards programs can foster positive attitudes. The fourth independent variable is social influence. It reflects how beliefs of others affect an individual's intentions to use new technologies. Feedback, reviews, and suggestions build social network, encourage intentions to use, especially new users. Lastly, the dependence variable is intentions to use Touch and Go e-wallets among Millennials and Generation Z. The definitions of intentions is motivations to use e-wallets influenced by factors considered by Millennials and Generation Z. Millennials and Generation Z use mobile devices to scan QR codes for in-store transactions, eliminating the need for physical wallets. Touch and Go e-wallets aims to provide safe, quick, and convenient cashless payment. This mind maps shows our research framework. The first hypothesis is perceived security positively influence the intentions to use Touch and Go's e-wallets among millennials and Generation Z. Next, perceived usefulness positively influence the intentions to use Touch and Go e-wallets among millennials and Generation Z. Thirdly, consumer attitude positively influence the intentions to use Touch and Go e-wallets among millennials and Generation Z. Lastly, social influence positively influences the intentions to use Touch and Go e-wallets among millennials and Generation Z. We have divided research methods into three parts. The first part is sample and procedure. Our target populations is millennials, and Generation Z using Touch and Go e-wallets. Sample size is 150 respondents using convenient sampling method. Data collections is using questionnaire, distribute via Google Form, responses analysis using SPSS. SPSS tools is Cron-Bunch Alpha for reliability and statistics. Analysis methods like regressions. The second part is research instrument. Our structure have 6 sections, which are demographic profile, 4 independence variables, and 1 dependence variable. The third part is skill measurement. Nominal skills is categorized demographic. Ordinal skills is ranks variables like monthly spending, and interval skills such as 5-point Likert skills. Based on the table, we analyze the perceived security and intentions to use have a moderate significance correlations, which is 0.460. Perceived usefulness and intentions to use shows a strong significance correlations, which is 0.767, whereas consumer attitudes and intentions to use have a strong significant correlations, which is 0.723. Social influence and intentions to use exhibit moderate significant correlations, which is 0.519. We can note that all variables have strong reliability with Cron-Bunch Alpha. The table shows perceived security has negative but not significant relationship with intentions to use. Intentions to use and perceived usefulness have positive and statistically significant correlations. Additionally, there is positive and strong correlations between the intentions to use and the consumer attitude, which is 0.279 units. Lastly, social influence has no relationship with intentions to use, which is 0.102. Furthermore, the adjusted R-squared is 0.625 of variances in intentions to use Touch and Go's e-wallets. This shows a strong model fit. The F value is with value of 63.119. This indicates at least one of predictors contributes to explaining millennials and Generation Z's intentions to use Touch and Go e-wallet. The Dubin-Watson statistic is 1.934, indicating the residuals of this regressions model most certainly do not exhibit considerable autocorrelations. This mind map shows our hypothesis models.
Move on to the discussion of major finding. The regression analysis showed a negative correlation, which is negative 0.008 between perceived security and intention to use Touch and Go e-wallet, making hypothesis 1 rejected. Findings align with studies showing perceived security influence user trust but not directly their intention to use fintech services. Perceived usefulness shows significant positive correlation, which is 0.501 with intention to use, supporting hypothesis 2. Users value functionality, productivity enhancement, and practical features consistent with the technology assistant model, TAM. Next, positive correlation 0.279 between consumers' attitude and intention to use, supporting hypothesis 3. Attitudes towards convenience and practicality influence e-wallet adoption. Lastly, there is no significant relationship, which is 0.102 with social influence and intention to use, rejecting hypothesis 4. Social recommendations and peer expectations do not significantly impact voluntary behaviors like e-wallet users. For the implication of the study, we suggest that developers can enhance functionality by introducing intelligent financial assistance, personalized reports, and social payment tools to improve perceived usefulness. Besides that, developers also can expand accessibility by implement voice assistant and accessible payment features for diverse user needs. Moreover, we also suggest to boost engagement because dynamic rewards systems and tailored user experiences can foster loyalty and positive consumer attitudes. So let's make a conclusion. The perceived usefulness and consumers' attitude are the main drivers of intention to use e-wallets. On the contrary, the perceived security and social influence have limited direct impact to intention to use e-wallets. For the practical implications, we suggest that developers more focus on functionality and user experience to enhance adoption and loyalty. We also suggest that try to introduce innovative features like financial tools and personalized rewards. Lastly, the limitation and future research. For the current limitations, is the study was limited to respondent diversity, which is more focused only on millennials and Generation Z in Malaysia, and also restrict to geography and demographic coverage. For the future directions, we suggest that try to expand the study to include diverse age group and regions for broader insights, and investigate additional variables such as consumer loyalty and long-term usage pattern. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention.